18 is continuing our coverage of an investigation into sexual harassment allegations against a local chiropractor. Tonight, we're hearing more details from a former employee of the Spine Worx and her husband.
Both allegedly witnessed Dr. James Pucka behaving inappropriately. We did a reference check. This former employee worked at the Spine Worx for 3 years.
And this employee tells us that her complaint made it into the official report from the Indiana Attorney General.
Over the years, we would all be like, it's just going to take the one wrong person to walk in here and for him to say the wrong thing to the wrong person. It happened finally.
April Robertson says she wasn't surprised to see a Facebook post accusing Dr. James Pucka of sexual harassment. She says it was the severity of the accusations that caught her off guard.
I guess I didn't realize how bad it was until reading it from a patient's perspective. It was like really eye-opening.
Robertson quit her job at the Spine Worx in Lafayette the day after seeing the post.
I was very conflicted at first because I've worked there so long and because I know him and because I've said so long, this is just Dr. Pucka, this is just how he is. But yeah, that's how he is and it's not okay.
She says she saw some of the harassment firsthand.
And he would say, well, here we make you take your clothes off multiple times a day. Get over here, take your clothes off, get over here, get against the wall, let me put my hands on you. Of course, everybody just laughs.
She says at the time she knew it was inappropriate, but didn't feel she could say anything.
He sets the tone for the office because he's the owner and because he's your boss. Of course you're going along with what your boss is saying, you know.
However, Robertson says she was allegedly a victim too.
He would just say things about like my large chest because that can cause back problems. So he'd say, hey, April, turn to the side. And like refer to me when he was talking to another patient.
Even after becoming a victim, she says she felt like she couldn't say anything without putting her job in jeopardy.
You don't want to call out somebody saying those things. It's uncomfortable and it's your job. He said inappropriate things to me and I would laugh or banter back because it's just that's how you cope with it.
So she alleges Dr. Pucka's harassment continued.
He'd say, hey, what size bra do you wear? Or how much do those cost when I'm checking a patient out?
April's husband, Wesley Robertson, alleges he too heard the doctor making inappropriate comments about his wife and patients.
He made jokes about her being crazy, jokes about her chest size.
He says he also witnessed Dr. Pucka harassing patients when dropping off lunch to April.
I hated going into the office because from the second I walked in the door, I would hear sexual innuendos to customers.
Wesley says the experience was damaging to his wife.
When you put in a day's work, yeah, you're tired, but you shouldn't be in tears from the trauma of working there.
That's why April says she decided to come forward.
I cannot sit here and not come forward and validate these women's stories because that's not fair to them. There's been 50 plus women that have come forward in messages, private messages and things like that, that have shared their story, and they're all extremely similar. They're all things that, like I'm telling you.
She says she felt it was the right thing to do.
I feel like as an employee, I should validate these women and their stories. It's true, it happens, it's not okay. There's tons of women, they're just too scared.
Despite the allegations, April says there are many people supporting Dr. Pucka. However, she says that didn't stop her from filing a complaint with the Indiana Attorney General's office.
This is not cancel culture. This is a person who is in a position of power, who took an oath to make you feel comfortable. There are people that come in there that are hurting or have all these multiple things going on that they're sharing with him, and that is not the experience that they should be getting.
We want to make it clear that Robertson has not filed an EEOC complaint. Despite what we've reported on Monday and Tuesday, we still have not heard from Dr. James Pucka. That includes multiple attempts to reach him. He did attempt to call us back once in the last month. However, he has not responded to multiple calls afterwards. That includes a visit to his office where I was told he was with patients. As we reported Monday, the Indiana Attorney General's office has requested an emergency hearing regarding placing Pucka's license on suspension for 90 days. We have more information about the complaint on WLFI.com.